Hezbollah attacked an Israeli army base with explosive drones deployed from Lebanon on Tuesday, hitting the position for the first time in what the Iran-backed group declared part of its response to recent Israeli assassinations in Lebanon. Israeli President Isaac Herzog accused South Africa of hypocrisy on Tuesday ahead of hearings at the International Court of Justice in a case accusing Israel of genocide against Palestinians in its Gaza offensive. Reuters correspondent David Doyle has more.
Hearings in the ICJ case will begin on Thursday, asking for provisional measures, including an immediate suspension of Israel's military campaign. Israel's offensive in the Palestinian enclave followed an October 7th cross-border rampage by Hamas, in which, according to Israeli authorities, 1,200 people were killed. Since then, Israeli forces have laid waste to much of Gaza. Health authorities there say more than 23,000 people have been killed. South Africa's case is that by killing Palestinians, causing them serious mental and bodily harm, and by creating conditions on life, quote, calculated to bring about their physical destruction, Israel is committing genocide against them. Herzog claimed Israel was doing its utmost to prevent civilian casualties.
Reuters correspondent David Doyle. Hamas is a U.S. designated terrorist group. A live broadcast by Ecuadorian television station TC was interrupted on Tuesday by armed people. The incident followed the kidnappings of at least 7 police officers and a series of explosions a day after President Daniel Noboa declared a 60-day state of emergency. This is VOA News. A U.S. appeals court on Tuesday questioned Donald Trump's claims he is immune from criminal charges for trying to overturn the 2020 election, and the former president threatened to prosecute current President Joe Biden if he returns to the White House. Trump looked on as his legal team sought to convince a panel of 3 judges that former presidents should not be prosecuted for actions they took in office. Trump is due to go on trial in March on federal charges of election subversion. The judges reacted skeptically to that argument, one justice asking, quote, "You're saying a president could sell pardons, could sell military secrets, could tell SEAL Team 6 to assassinate a political rival?" Kremlin foe Alexei Navalny says he's been put in a punishment cell in an Arctic prison colony. AP correspondent Tiffany Wong reports.
Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny says on social media that officials at the Arctic prison colony have isolated him in a tiny punishment cell over a minor infraction. 47-year-old Navalny is serving a 19-year term on charges of extremism. He had been imprisoned in the Vladimir region of central Russia, about 140 miles east of Moscow, but was transferred last month to a prison with the highest level of security above the Arctic Circle. I'm Tiffany Wong.
Taiwanese officials say China has applied highly targeted economic pressure on Taiwan meant to sway the politics of the self-ruled island, which is claimed by Beijing. Ahead of Taiwan's general election, VOA's Bill Gallo reports it even affects fruit farmers whose livelihoods depend on trade with China.
It's been a rough few years for Zhou Yinqing. His main crop is Atamoya, a sweet tropical fruit. Atamoya are perfect for growing in the warm island climate of southern Taiwan. But China cut off Atamoya imports 2 years ago during a period of political tensions with Taiwan. Beijing said the fruits had insects. Many in Taiwan saw political motivations. China lifted the restrictions in June, but the market still hasn't fully recovered. Amid tensions, China has also banned other Taiwanese fruits, in each case citing biosafety precautions. The instability has taken a toll on parts of Taiwan's fruit industry. Bill Gallo, VOA News, Taitung, Taiwan.
U.S. President Joe Biden did not learn that his Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin had prostate cancer until Tuesday, the White House said, minutes after it was disclosed to the public, along with an infection that was also kept under wraps. Austin, who is 70, has been hospitalized since January 1st at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center.
Thank you for watching. Can you do me a favor? Please leave a comment in the comment section below. That would really help. Thank you, and see you again soon.